I have an opinion on this topic as well. I disagree with what Ajay said. I believe people watch movies the moment they start earning abroad. When I lived in Singapore, we used to watch movies right from the first or second month. May not be first month because we were still settling down. But second month onwards, I started watching movies, and it didn't matter how much the tickets cost, because you get over that within the first month. That back home the tickets were 10 rupees and there it was $8. So you may ponder about that for the first month or so, but after that you don't. So you watch immediately whatever is relevant to you, and this 15-year gap, in my opinion, may not be applicable. At least in countries such as Singapore and Europe and Middle East, maybe it might be applicable for US, and someone else might have a point on that. No, Rohit also feels that it's the same thing. It doesn't apply. The 15-year gap doesn't apply. Okay, so friends, no matter what your opinion, you can choose to attempt it through this topic. So, what kind of topic can be used for this particular technique? Which topics do you think can be attempted, tackled with this technique?
Topics which lend themselves to a very logical
conclusion and very normally have yes no opinion. You have one of your opinions. There are two polarities and you have to choose one of them and stick on that. Now what if there is a problem or there is a question where there are polarities but you are not sure whether you are following side A or side B. You might be yourself confused about a topic. You might be in two minds. You might not have made up your mind about what should be the exact response to this particular topic. In that case, what happens if you attempt with a technique called the pendulum approach. Okay? What does the pendulum do?
Oscillates.
It oscillates from one end to the other. There is a pendulum. It moves like this. Correct? So what you do in pendulum approach is imagine that there is a pendulum here. It moves this side and it moves this side and it settles here on balance. So what you do with this particular technique is you mention on one hand, sorry, somebody had some comment.
Pros and the cons.
The pros and the cons, or there need not be pros and cons, both sides might be right. So it's on one hand we have this, on the other we have this. On one hand, and you can say on the other hand.
This is the pendulum approach.
This is called as pendulum approach.
What is the first one called?
Right. Okay, I'll summarize it somewhere here. We got topic number 1 was prep.
The first argument. First argument of the.
So when you are using pendulum, you say on one hand we have this, and on the other hand we have this, and this. And when you speak, you can again use prep here, point reason, but not point again. PRE. You can say on one hand, the point is this, the reason is this, the example is this. On the other hand, the point is this, the reason is this, the example is this. I'm sure you can think of two sides of that particular coin. But in this particular topic, when you summarize, you always say, on balance, I believe this, and this is the case here. Are you getting it? Who wants to volunteer for this particular technique? Okay, those who have spoken already should not volunteer. We will give a chance to others. And ideally, those who have taken some part in the contest earlier, try not to volunteer again because we will give a chance to others. Rajesh.